Check, check, check. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? Dave Neal here. Starting in 3 minutes. Check, check. How's my chat doing? All right, you guys ready to start this thing or what? Should we get going? Chloe says, don't believe anything about a female's sexuality unless it's from her, and I agree with that. We are going to lay some haymakers down on some of these reckless accusations tonight. You guys want to do this? Check, check. You guys can hear me? I got to start. All right, I think I'm ready. I got a Diet Coke here. All right, let's get right into it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dave Neal here. Testing out my volume. Can you guys hear me okay? You guys hear me all right? How's it going? Stand-up comedian, host of Bachelor Recap by Guys Review. We're at week 4 at Livestream. Gonna be reading these comments, spitting them back to you guys. Got a new haircut, fresh energy, and a Diet Dr. Pepper. Your boy's killing it today. We're ready to go. I'm upset at the show. I'm upset at some of the contestants. I think it's reckless. And I want someone to finally sue somebody else for slander. Because this has gone on too long. Where white lies are spread. No one's there to hear the redaction. We're only here for the initial news. It has to end. Of course, I'm talking about these rumors that Anna started. We'll get into all of it. As you see in the week 4 live. We'll talk about the 5 arriving. Anna sharing this rumor Katie, the true feminist of the house. Michelle's one-on-one and voicemails. If you want to leave a voicemail, let me put this up here. Here's the voicemail number. I'll put it up in the corner here. You can leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. 401-213-9828. I'm going to try my best to talk to you guys right here and read the comments right here. So many awesome, supportive people are here in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. And thank you for 9,702 followers. 9,700 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the incredible growth this week, for the 300,000 views this month, and for helping me pay my bills. Thank you guys so much. All right, where do we start, ladies and gentlemen? Brooke says, by the way, I just don't sound good in my ears. Let me turn this down. Is that better? I think it's just me. All right, Brooke says, I'm not even entertained. Stop casting Instagram models. This drama is not fun to watch. When was the last time we had a good group of women? RA season? Look, no offense to Instagram models. I don't know if Instagram has anything to do with this. Victoria's not an Instagram model, and she's the biggest culprit. Anna's got some hate. You can just feel it. Like, you'd be able to feel it in her scowl if it wasn't, well, look, I'm not here to make fun of people's looks, but it's hard to see someone's full aura when it's frozen. Anna's got a frozen face. She froze her face. You know, like the cartoon Frozen, but her forehead. Frozen, season 3, Anna's forehead. I'm 35. I like the wrinkles I'm getting. You can't see them too much because I got a nice ring light. You turn this ring light off, I just look like I'm from Lord of the Rings. What's the guy's name? All right. Annie says, Katie's amazing. If Matt won't marry her, I'm sorry. I will. Sorry to my boyfriend. Yeah, a lot of ladies in love with Katie. Katie can bring her MJ. You guys can go to town. I won't stop you. Chloe said, I just don't sound good in my ears. Am I high or was that funny? You can be both. You can let the edible hit. All right, here we go. Kyla says, excited to make it live last night here in Toronto. Hey, late night in Toronto. Yeah, very late for you. Hello to the 64 people. And don't forget, guys, too, as we get this stream going, it's really important for YouTube's algorithm to get you guys to hit that like button. When you hit the like button, it tells YouTube to share it with more people. It's really important. You know, actually, last week was the first time I started asking people to hit the like button. It's a free gesture you can do. And as I started to ask people to hit the like button, my channel has had unbelievable growth just in this last week. So it has to be because of that. So please do me a favor and politely bump your Harrison onto that like button, please. Nomad Chica, how are you? Consuela says, not a fan of the boxing date and after the ATV date. What the heck? Trying to actually hurt people? Look, they do a variation of the boxing date every season, and I say the same thing every season. It's just there for drama. It's not good for any sort of love building. You know, my girl Serena, she's, you know, just like me, got a little bit of a larger nose. Those face things don't protect her. She got punched in the nose. You know, what can you do about that? You know, my boy Mike Tyson said everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Amen to that, right? Let me move this window capture behind the webcam. Let's see what there it goes. Look at that. Now I have room to... Oh, it's like I'm in the fight. I can go in there and get after him. Okay. Nomad Chica says Katie was a breath of fresh air tonight and Bree was a ray of sunshine. Bree's great. Katie's great. Serena's great. I loved Michelle. We'll talk all about it. If you guys want to call in and leave a voicemail, please 401-213-9828. Please call in and leave a voicemail. I've got a couple voicemails. I'll be playing them as we get going. And I have to say this, as you guys have known all along, when we hit 10,000 subscribers, it's a very pivotal number. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, I agreed to do a 10-hour live stream. My dog just hit the camera. Boone, what are you doing? The dog, I don't know if you saw the camera move. The dog just walked underneath the tripod. So if the camera completely disappears, blame the dog. Oh, come on. He's literally walking through a minefield of I always take an Instagram video after my live stream. So go to my Instagram because I'll show you the dog. He always has to lie down right next to me, but I have so many cords. It's like an action movie that he has to dangle through to get. There he is. Come on, bub. Come on. All right, sorry for the distractions. Let's get to it. Alrighty. So yeah, when I hit 10,000 subs, I'm going to do a 10-hour live stream. And according to this trajectory, I might hit the 10,000 subs this Wednesday. I'm not going to go live as soon as I hit it. I'm going to wait. It's looking like if Thursday by 9 a.m., if I'm within 50 subs of 10,000, I'm going to go live from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Feel free to come. Feel free to hang out or don't. It's not going to be one of those 10 hours where I stare into the abyss. I'm going to go hard for 10 hours, guys. I'm going to give you it all. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to open the phone lines. We're going to have some guest calls. It's going to be fun. Alrighty. So, let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section here. Esme, how are you? Said I really liked Michelle too. I think her and Matt had a natural chemistry. The thing I loved about Michelle is Matt loves a girl who can really bring that vibe. Matt loves a girl who's just not afraid. Michelle's like, I want to have 3 kids. You want to have 3 kids? Let's do it. Game over. Put a ring on the finger. She's a girl who knows her worth. The energy you get from someone like Michelle versus someone like Victoria is insane. I hope you guys can see that, right? The difference between high frequency love versus insecure sort of like, I'm the queen, bow down to me, bitches. Like, we can see the difference, and I hope Matt can too. TJC said Michelle and Matt make a good couple. Isabel said, thanks, I didn't know his name. It was his 12th birthday yesterday. Who are you guys talking about? Jamie said the girls were really nasty tonight. I wonder if they realized how unattractive and repulsing their attitude and actions are. Not a good look. Well, you know what's more worrisome to me is it's not them on an individual level. It's this. Are we okay with society putting this out there on one of the biggest networks and not even, you know what I mean? Like this is beyond looking unattractive. Victoria's, eye infection looks unattractive. This is slanderous. This is women attacking women. And this is not a good example for anybody. Whether you're growing up, whether you're an adult, this is not the way to raise other people up. I'm not trying to be on my lifeguard tower looking down on people saying, be better. But we can't be embracing this, folks. I think the show can stand on its own 2 legs without this nonsense. I'm going to have to make a separate video about this, but Anna, real mean girl. Let's go to a few things. Let's go to I saw this thing on Twitter. Let's go to a few tweets here. Oh, that's not, hold it. Just give me a second here while I find this. Well, here's one. This is a good one. I didn't make these, guys. But this is good. We're on to something, right? What's happening here? That's a good one. You can't tell me they're not the same person. She has nice teeth, but it's what she does with them. There's a lot of like full sentences without, it's almost like she got Botox to stop her teeth from falling down. And it's not like we're trying to make fun of people's appearances. If we could physically show how ugly she is on the inside, we would, but we can't. The way Katie refused to apologize to Victoria for insulting other women lives in my head rent-free. That's a real feminist right there, folks. I mean, what else do we need to say about Katie? There's moments where she got sucked into some of the baloney and some of this and some of that. There's moments. We just got a live update from Clare Crawley on her story. I wonder if it's oh, interesting. Let's go to Clare Crawley right away. I finally set my Instagram. You guys give me 1 second while I pull this up. I finally set my Instagram to be alerted to Clare Crawley, and she just posted. So give me a second while I set this up here. Here it is. Okay. juggling things. 106 viewers. Thank you guys so much for being on the live stream right now. My name's Dave Neal. If you're new, nice to meet you. Just a stand-up comedian, holed up during a pandemic in Hollywood, California. Really taking to this live stream, having a good time. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button if you enjoy the jams, if you enjoy what we have going on. We're not here to spoil Sheriff Oz. Are you there, Sheriff? There's Oz is there in the chat section. If someone posted a spoiler earlier and I deleted it, but if any spoils, please just get them out of the chat. We're not here to spoil things. We're here to just talk about things as they come. So here's Clare Crawley. Let's see what she posted. She posted, this is earlier, I'll rise up. Okay, there we go. And then let me pause this. Be that fearless one, the one who dared to do whatever it takes, the one who never backed down. That's what Clare posted. You know, we're stuck here trying to read the clues as to what's going on. She's made 2 posts since, let's do this. Let's see what she says here. This is a Bible quote. I'm going to make sure to turn off my webcam because last live, if you were here, I accidentally flashed you guys a bunch of nude photos from the internet. Didn't mean to. All right, so this is what Clare had to say. This is a Bible verse she posted. They were all trying to frighten us, thinking their hands will get too weak for the work and it will not be completed. But I prayed, now strengthen my hands. All right, Clare wants stronger hands. Strong fingers, at least. What is she doing over there? Come on, folks. What are we talking about? 133. Tasha, we got 133 on. We're having a day. We're heating up. Hit the like button. Let's get some more people. Dare we break 200? All right, guys. I'm in the comment section. Let me try to read what we got here. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you're new here and you haven't called in before, leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. Leave a voicemail. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you think. Any question, comments, or concerns? I'm here to talk to you. Isabel said, hi to Oz. Everyone say hi to Oz, the sheriff. Oz, you'll be joining me on Thursday, right? Oz will be there. By all means, Oz, no pressure if you can't be there for all 10 hours. But I've got multiple cameras ready for my webcam. I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, and I'm going to pack my fridge full of some easy-to-microwave food, and I'm going to come hard at you guys. I'm going to come hard at you guys. Gemma, how are you? I would never let you be the father of my children. Who's that? Who are you talking to? Gemma says, I would never let you be the father of my children. I don't know what that means. You talking to me? What did I say? Did I do something to you? Getting a lot of... I got some... This last video, I've had a couple videos do kind of well, and I'm not here to feed any of the hate. It's just so funny to me. Yeah, I do stand-up comedy. I've had people not like my jokes. I've bombed. I've done well. I've done everything in between. I've had things thrown at me, and I've had people shake my hands after. Everything in between. Some people on the internet can't tell the difference when I'm being facetious versus when I'm being heartfelt. Now, that one video's got 88,000 views. Only a few people couldn't tell when I was joking. But it's funny to me. Oh, am I getting a phone call? Sorry about that. I don't know how to turn this off. Turn that down at least. So it's interesting to me how some people choose to live in a world where they're looking to be offended versus people that live in a world where they're, you know, critical thinking, context. And look, I guess I'll never sell a ticket to a stand-up show to somebody who's looking to be offended. But I assure you, let me know if I've ever crossed a line. But for the most part, I've done this for a while. I know what I'm doing. Okay? All right. Christine said she's quoting Clare. Oh, good. I thought you were talking about me. Oh, of course. I'm sorry. You'll never be the father of my children. I was like, Gemma, what did I do? I don't want to be your children's father, but I'd like to know that I had the DNA to do that. All right. The question, TJC says, the question is, will Victoria be apologetic on GMA or just double down that she's in the right and the other women are fake? Good question. I'm going to watch that video and make a response video afterwards. And, of course, Victoria will be on GMA tomorrow. I like to think that she will come off more human than the edit. They normally do. It's really hard to not come off as bad as they make you out to be. With that said, if Victoria is only a sliver of the demon that they created on the show, hide your kids, hide your wife. She's, you know what I mean? She's not good news. she's not good news. All right. Claire said that for the 2 weeks she was bachelorette to Yosef and to Juan Pablo. That's right. Sorry. Yeah, no, I got that now. You could tell how sensitive I am, right? Susan said he'll figure it out. He always does. Esme said, excited. I only have 2 classes on Thursday, so I can make it for part of the live. Esme, you're not coming for the full live? What are you thinking? Yeah, if everyone could just spend an hour with me, I think we'll get through it. I know Amy from Amy's All Natural Soaps in Massachusetts. She said she'll be tuning the live in while she's making soap. And by the way, I pitched her on my latest podcast episode, but please go check out Amy's All Natural Soap. Really good stuff over there. Lisa Reed is in the house. Lisa Reed, how are you? Lisa, word on the street is you got hit on by a barista today. Is that true? Is that what happened? Did you get hit on by a female barista? And if so, how was it? Gemma says, I'm your number 2 man. I'll take that. You're married and I'm your number 2. Well, you know, I'll be your what's it called? I'll be your plutonic partner, if you will. Moose Jaw from Vancouver. We're at 152, guys. We keep on breaking records here right now. We're at 152 viewers, quickly making us the go-to West Coast live stream. So let's start this off here. I'm gonna talk a little bit. I'll play you I don't want to kill the mood, but I'll play you what Dale Moss said today. I don't know if I need to be making videos about this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. But clearly the audience likes it. You guys click nonstop on this Dale and Clare saga. You know, it's a train wreck. You know, because part of me feels bad for Dale. Do we want to get into it now? Let's get into it now. Let's burn through this. Let's listen to Dale. Hold on, let me turn this music down here. We'll just see what Dale had to say. Look, you can be in the wrong. I believe Dale. Again, if you're new to me, pop an Adderall. Victoria's selling. She stole them from a she stole them from a gas station in Tallahassee. Can I steal them for a second? No, haven't you stolen enough, Vicky? Anyway, we're all over the place. Dale, of course, made a joint statement with Clare about their breakup. Days later, Clare said, I wasn't aware of this joint statement. Now, whether they broke up or not, clearly the joint statement wasn't accurate and they did that wrong. But Dale's been getting a lot of hate, and he's a human. You can do something wrong and still be a human. No amount of hating Dale is going to make Clare feel any better. Let's just listen and see what he had to say.
And say I don't seem as hurt or burdened by this. But
let's go backwards. There it is.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I finally feel comfortable getting on here after having some time to process everything that's gone on. And I know a lot of y'all have seen me smile on social media and say I don't seem as hurt or burdened by this, but that's the farthest thing. Like, this time has sucked. And thank God I have the friends and the family that I have, because they've literally had to carry me through the last 2+ weeks. And building a relationship in general is tough, especially when you're doing it in the public eye, and media will take things and run with them. People will spread lies or always want to point the finger, but the fact of the matter is there's no one person to blame in this situation. And like every relationship, we've had our ups and downs and, have gone through our things, but, the statements that came out, like, this didn't come out of nowhere. And I love Clare and respect Clare enough to let her know how I feel, even if that's against expectations of everybody else. And it's gonna take time. I wanted nothing more than to make this relationship work, and I put my heart and soul into it each and every day. And I wanted nothing more than to build a healthy relationship. And while this is going to be difficult, what you'll see from me is trying to practice what I preach and continue to put my best foot forward each and every day. And while trying to find some sense of normalcy, I'm also going to continue to try to find joy and happiness in each day and continue to share that. And everything else is in God's hands. So thank you all for all the support. The outreach and the messages have been truly amazing. And it's helping a lot during this time, and I'll never forget it.
Wow. What do you guys think about that? Love doesn't go anywhere when the container of a relationship changes. Love doesn't go anywhere when the container of a relationship changes. Very interesting. Look, we have to have a soul here, right, folks? We're trying to repair the soul of the country. We've lost it. And I'm the first. I went hard on Dale, and I still think his statement was wrong. But I don't know anything else that happened in there. We've seen how Clare has acted with her anxiety that she talks about. I'm not saying she has anxiety. She talks about it. We've seen how she's blown up over people, over little issues. And that's a struggle she has to deal with, and anyone in her close circle has to deal with. Dale's voice, you could hear it cracking. That's not acting school, guys. So clearly, whether it's because of all the hate he's getting or because he's heartbroken, he's got his sister coming to New York. I mean, this is what you want. This is a healthy thing. Like, Colton should have taken notes that Dale's actually, I think, doing his breakup healthy in the sense that he's got, like, family with him. He's, whatever. Did he make up the paparazzi thing? Yeah, I believe he did. Is that illegal? No. It's what a lot of people do. But it is, I wouldn't have advised it. He has a message he wants to get out because he doesn't like how he's being portrayed. We don't know what happened yet. Someone in the comment section said that Clare said he was cheating in New York. Says who? Will somebody tell me if there was accusations that have proven to be anything with him cheating other than him going out to dinner with a group of friends and an influencer group? I just don't see it. I believe that he put a lot into it. I believe he loved her. What happens, though, especially when you're dealing with someone like Clare, is once all the catered food goes away, once the private bachelor hiding place in Malibu goes away, and then you're dealing with real life, maybe it's time for, Dale to go to the gym, but Clare didn't want that. Or maybe, Claire's struggling to... wanting to deal with her mom in Sacramento, and Dale's got this life in New York he's just not ready to abandon. Life gets in the way of things, and that's what happens on The Bachelor. Especially when you don't communicate well. Let me read a couple comments here, guys. Jessica Lee said, I feel like Dale has zero personality and doesn't even know who he is. He sounds like a boring, random, generic anybody. He could be a bot as far as I'm concerned. Too harsh, maybe. He irks me. Look, Jessica, is it harsh? Yes. You're entitled to your opinion. It's a little harsh. This is the problem we get when we see somebody, and again, but by all means, you're entitled to your opinion. But when we see someone who's like ripped, good looking, tall, he looks like he has everything he needs. But we have to look at the inner child of that person. It's the same thing. You see some jerk at, in the, in the Rubbermaid section of Walmart. Yeah, that's a jerk, but that's also like a third grader who got picked on. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's got... things they're struggling through. And we don't know what Dale's is, but maybe he went on the show to get some fame for hosting. But, the whole glass houses don't throw stones is like everyone is trying to build their, following. Everyone's trying to get their clout. Everyone's trying to get their paycheck. This is what happens when we're competing for scraps. I'm out here. Half the videos I'm making, Maybe they're funny because I don't care too much about it. Maybe they're irreverent because I'm like, but I understand that it's selling and that people want to talk about it, and I've got a point of view, and I'm trying to make my ad revenue just like Dale's trying to make his hosting. Dale just went into this and didn't know what he was getting into, and that's part of the problem. He didn't know what he was getting into. Susan said, Dale is doing micro head shakes. Body language experts say that means the speaker doesn't mean what they say. Interesting, Susan. See, that's interesting because I didn't catch that. Should we go back to the micro head shakes? I won't play the audio, but let's see if we can find micro head shakes that Susan was talking about. All right. Where's the micro head shake? I'm not saying it's not there. Let's take a look. He's got a big head. They're going to be more like macro head shakes. You mean when someone's like doing like this? Boy, he does have a cranium. That is maybe that is that the micro head shake? That little bit of that? Is it this thing? I'm no body language expert, so I don't know. I don't know if that was his head shake or not. But good one. Good point out there. Chloe said, Jessica Lee, I agree, but I feel harsh as well. Look, I mean, here's the deal. Someone might be, okay, we gotta sort of detangle these Christmas lights if we're gonna pack them away for the season. And that's the problem with the Dale and Clare saga, is it hasn't ended yet. Because you know there's gonna be more that's gonna be said, because I don't think Clare or Dale like how they're coming off so far. And this is the problem, is like, it's gonna take a little bit more than some choppy ass Instagram story. Isn't that the problem? It's like technology's gotten so great, yet at the same time, we got these old choppy Instagram. Instagram is the worst app. By the way, I am not allowed to post on Instagram until February 1st. I am, they restricted my account because I was unfollowing people I didn't know, and I unfollowed too many. And they were like, if you keep unfollowing people, we're going to suspend you. And I was like, no, you won't. And then they suspended me. So there it is. I can still post on Instagram stories. They think I'm a bot. Do I look like a bot? Botanist, I grow plants. Weed. Not a grow weed. RM Army said, I really would like to know what exactly Clare saw in him that made her so crazy about him so quickly. KT said their lives and temperament didn't match. Men like to be the chaser. Hey, it's true. Look, as far as genders go, it's always like, well, we shouldn't clump everyone into one thing versus the other. But it's all about the law of averages, right? Like men are more violent than women. The prison system is more men than women. But most of the time, men and women can coexist just fine. But it's that kind of like law of average, right? So men like to hunt for the most part. They like something that is a trophy that they can go after, that is desirable, but is something they can chase a little bit. Men are idiots. Men are simple. It ain't rocket science. We're dogs. We want to hide the bone so we can go find it later. That's more fun. And Clare knew what she wanted before she met the guy. And there's something to be said about making someone work for something a little bit. I've enjoyed my journey in YouTube because I've had to work hard for it. I've always said if my channel went viral the first month I ever made videos, I wouldn't like it so much. But after 7 years of being on YouTube, 9 years, and a couple years of actually putting effort into it, I'm glad at what I chase after. I put equity and time and sweat into what I'm doing. I don't know if Dale can say that about Clare. It kind of was given to him. You ever get a gift, you're like, oh, all right, I'll take it. It's free. That was Clare. 193 viewers. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I don't know how many likes I have. Can someone in the comment section tell me how many likes this video has? Because if it's not up to 100 yet, we need to hit the like button if you haven't already. Kyla said, thanks for not unfollowing me, Dave. Yeah, no, look, if I did accidentally unfollow someone, I'm sorry. I'm blocked. I can't help it. I can't follow or unfollow. I am in purgatory. Jessica said, I don't think these contestants take it seriously enough, what they are signing up for. Of course, we don't truly know them and are only able to judge on an edited show in their Instagram PR messages. Yeah, but my whole thing is this. I think the show's gotten to be such a joke that people are like, yeah, I'll go on. If I don't finish top 3, I'll at least get Bachelor in Paradise, whatever. And then actual feelings happen. So are they altruistic in their reasons for going on the show? No, not really. They're not altruistics. I mean, it's kind of one of those like, oh, I want to feel love. That would be good. It'd be nice if I felt love. But also, the reward for just going on the show is a lot of exposure. Speaking of exposures, let's get into 68 likes. We have 68 likes and 193 people. So drop the soap, hit the like button, and go back to making soap. Just kidding, Amy. All right, what else do we got here? KT says they still remember how Clare went off on the men when they didn't come talk to her, showing she is high-strung and high maintenance. Absolutely. I mean, that's the example I go to. That's what started the Yusuf battle, right? Of course, Yusuf was in the wrong for crossing the line too far, but he had a point at the beginning. Got some things happening here on my phone. I don't know how does... Oh, that's a call from Portland. My phone's not charging. Hold on one second, guys. Battery's gonna die if I don't charge this. Shut that off! Boy, I gotta fix these issues for the 10-hour live stream. You'd think I would have figured this out by now. Hold on one second, folks. got these stupid braided, you'd think that they could make a cord that works. Oh, there we go. We're charging now. I don't want to lose you guys here on my phone calls. Leave a voicemail if you want. I'll start playing them in a minute. 401-213-9828. I'll start playing them in a minute. A couple more voicemails. Let's populate them. Looks like we got a phone call from Minnesota. We have a couple Canadians in the queue there. So we'll get right down to that. Of course, leave a voicemail. 401-213-9828. Yeah, so the thing with Dale is, let's untangle it. I mean, look. Yeah, sure, he's not that eloquent, maybe. Maybe he doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. But it doesn't mean he's not going through some hard times. It stinks. Breakups stink. He didn't do a great job of the PR game. Setting up the paparazzi. Even if he didn't set up the paparazzi, it still wasn't a good look. And, of course, his hastily delivered Instagram story that had a few edits, it just wasn't great. It just wasn't great. And if they couldn't come to terms with what their statement is, I think less is more. If you can't come to terms with your statement is, give it another week. Give it a week. I know there's going to be a lot of rumors floating around, but just give it a week and just get to a place where you and Clare can sit down, bang out a statement, get on the same page, wish each other well, and try to move on together. I mean, the amount of drama that has been caused by not taking that initial communication. We got Consuelo and Portland called in. Great. We got a couple more voicemails. We'll get to them very shortly. Lino King said there's no money in working cords. I know. I got 15 of these cords. They never work. Mina, Med, and again, if I butcher your names, it's very hard to see this. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out. We just hit 201 viewers. Thank you guys so much for the live viewers, 201. And for anyone watching this in post, if you've watched this after the live stream, leave a comment below. Let me know where you're from. I appreciate you guys. If you're new and have never seen me before, my name's Dave Neal. I'm a stand-up comedian living in Los Angeles, California. I have very big news I want to share with you guys about a studio upgrade that's about to happen. So I'll share that with you guys in a little bit. 209 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button and let's move along. Armina said, can you make another video on codependency? Seems a lot of people can relate to Clare and Colton. P.S. Great videos. That's great. That's a good idea. A video that compares what Claire's going through in her breakup and what Colton went through. Very interesting. A lot of the issues that we have, it's all push and pull. Everything in life is push and pull. You go to the gym, you push, you pull. Muscles, they pull and they push. That's all it is. You pick things up, you put them down. That's all it is. Counterdependency, codependency. Codependency puts another person's needs ahead of their own. Counterdependents run away because they'd rather protect themselves than be in a situation that might hurt them from the outside in. A lot of times, a counterdependent person might be somebody like Clare, who's an introvert. Maybe she suffers from anxiety because she wants perfection. Whereas someone like Colton, his perfection, I think, has more to do with Christianity. He lost his virginity. This must be the one. I need to pursue this. Don't take no for an answer. I have to make it work. I can bench press my way out of this one. So while Clare and Colton on the outside are completely different people, we understand the frailty that exists when it comes to being that inner child that just wants love and we're seeking it out in different ways. That's really what it comes down to. Look, if I had to make a video about Colton and Clare, I'd have to draw out a Venn diagram and get a little more specific here. I think Clare, I don't know her history too much. She pushed Benoit away, no? I don't know if she pushed Dale away, but as it stands, Dale's cousin posted something on Instagram and then they unfollowed each other. So a lot of times it could have been that Clare loves Dale, yet during a fight, said haymakers to push him away. Now, if Dale really did love her, he might be willing to go along for that ride and understand that if she's throwing blows at him, to not take it personally. Of course, we have big egos. These are athletes. They have big egos. So I'm really doing a lot of projecting as we don't know what happened. We really don't know what happened, and I'd love to dissect it even more. Brittany says, I don't believe Colton was a virgin. Yeah, who knows? I mean, what am I going to do? I'm not checking his hymen. Men have hymens, right? Little Hyman in there. Hey, man. Hyman. KT, I truly believe Clare went on the show to get Dale after cyberstalking his social media. She had no real interest in being the Bachelorette. Well, of course, Clare was named Bachelorette before Dale was picked, so I can't imagine that Clare knew of Dale before he was a contestant. The problem that happened in this season is that, Clare was picked as a Bachelor, then they went on hiatus, so she basically had a couple months off. She had her MJ, if you know what I mean, and a couple Instagram stories of of the dude running the combine. What's the lady gonna do late at night? You're gonna put a candle on. You're gonna watch whatever that period show is on Netflix. What's that one show? Bridgerton. She's gonna watch Bridgerton. Watch a couple oiled up guys box each other from the 1940s or whatever the hell it was. And she's going to bump some Harrison. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Can't blame her. She's going to release some oxytocin, change the bed sheets, and then fall in love. It's a tale as old as time. Clare and the Dime. Beauty and the Moss. Okay, I can't sing. We know. Carrie says lots of Bachelor Nation celebrities have criminal records. Are we talking about Victoria here? Let me rewind this. Eligible women are also edible women. They can be, depending on how badly you like them. Gentlemen, take one for the team. Chloe said, join late, 1:37 a.m. here in North Carolina. Only saw the first 20 minutes of The Bachelor tonight because my DVR stopped recording right after the woman arrived. Chloe, it's an ugly one. It's a slugfest. As we know, let's talk about this. Anna shares the rumor. Let's pivot from Dale because I think, we could talk about Dale all day long. I'm gonna make a dedicated Dale video based on his latest comments and talk a little bit more about it. Kyla says Bridgerton is so hot though. Yeah, well, what can you do? Nothing like watching that while I just eat food out of my air fryer, just getting fat. Yeah, I have a really good Netflix recommendation. I posted this on my Instagram story. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up for you. It is the strangest movie ever. Peter Fasinelli directed it. Peter Fasinelli movie, Netflix. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's called The Vanished. It's an abduction movie. It's kind of like a crime thriller. It just released on Netflix. It has a low score on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a 21% on Rotten Tomatoes. I guarantee you it's a wild movie to watch. You don't know how it's going to end till it ends, and I like that. Is the acting horrible? Maybe. It's shot cool. There's some fun moments. So that's my recommendation. If anyone's seen it, let me know. If anyone's seen The Vanished on Netflix, let me know. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, 21%, 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb. But 63% liked the movie. I definitely liked the movie. Tasha was a little shaky on it. But anyway, let me know. Sunshine said just jumped on late here. Haven't seen Tonight Bachelor yet. Have to wait till morning to watch on Hulu. But love from Tampa, Florida. Hope you're feeling so much better. I am. Thank you. I'm feeling better. I wasn't sick yesterday. I was sick the previous Sunday. So I've now been okay for a week. That episode I posted yesterday was... I waited a few days to post it, but thank you so much. I did. I lost 10 pounds after deleting my internal digestive hard drive. I dumped some files, if you know what I mean, all over the place. And I'm feeling better now. Thank you so much. Someone should ban Louis. Is Louis worth banning? What did Louis do that deserves a ban? I didn't see anything from Louis. Asking why Queen... Okay, we don't even need to get into it. All right, so I got a couple of voicemails I'm going to play. Before I get into the voicemails, I'll say this. Anna shares a rumor that Brittany, the new girl, is an escort. She says several people sent her this information, and she says it to Victoria, and then she brings it to Brittany, which is nice. At least she brought it to Brittany. Thank you so much, Anna. Brittany immediately denies being an escort. She immediately denies it. The cat's out of the bag. By bringing this on the show, it was teased and made a lot of people upset way before this episode came out. And that's the problem. When you give a little bit to the Bachelor Nation audience, They're going to sleuth. They're going to do their research. They're going to try to find out who it is. And now we're talking about sex worker shaming. We got all these things going on in our head, all because Anna accused someone of something because of a rumor. Are we going to be okay for this? Are we going to be the type of people, the type of community that's going to take drama over, I don't know, just the right thing? Which of course is believing women when you ask them, are you a escort? And she says no. And then later on in the episode, she goes, well, she might be an escort. What are we doing, guys? These are heavy accusations to put on someone in this manner. So what do we do with Anna? You guys let me know. What do we do with Anna? Like, what's the deal here? She's not operating in good faith. The one thing I always say to people, whether I'm talking to someone in the comment section, I need to know that they're operating in good faith. I need to know, like, if we're going to argue about something, is it in good faith? And the second I know it's not in good faith, the second I know you're not trying to hear my side of the story or we're trying to have a conversation, if it's like you're right, I'm wrong, I'm just like, okay, we're done. We're done here. This isn't productive. What Anna did was not productive at all. There was no good faith in the way she brought it up. There was nothing about it. In the very least, have that conversation with Brittany off camera right away. In the very least. But even then, it's not your life and it's not your story to tell. It's night one for Brittany. There's Christmas music on in the background. How did that get in there? Move along from that. Annie said, sometimes people laugh when they are nervous. I would give Abby a break. All right, what did I miss about that? Who was laughing? Oh, Brittany Pine said, someone said they seen Abigail laughing at Victoria's mean jokes. Yeah, I'm a big like I can talk about like the psychology of laughter all day long. If someone laughs, it's not them co-signing anything. You know, if you had a camera on you, you might laugh at some bad things happening. We've all laughed when an old person falls, or maybe not an old person. We've all laughed when someone slipped on the ice. We've all laughed in awkward situations. It's just a way of breaking tension within like the moment. I laugh at things that afterwards I feel bad about all the time. I laugh at a lot of things. So laughter is not a cosign of someone. Now, if someone's continuously going to be behind Victoria, like laughing and not sticking up for someone, that's a different story. Of course. But you can laugh at a train wreck as it happens. Absolutely. KT says Anna is a low-key mean girl. I mean, I don't know if there's anything low-key about Anna being a mean girl. I don't know if there's anything low-key about it at all. So here's what's interesting. Again, this is someone posted Anna saying she's entertaining men for money. Also Anna being a bottle service girl. Now look, I don't think a bottle service girl is that bad. Although I will say, and again, I'm not here to shame sex workers at all. I don't think bottle service would cross into sex worker, but it's for sure more objectifying than a waitress. You know what I mean? Like there's a spectrum to every job in life, regardless of gender. There's a spectrum to every job. So for Anna to accuse Brittany of, being an escort, well, I read this fascinating article about escorts, about bottle service girls in New York City. Let me see if I can Google this. Let me get away from this picture-in-picture here. For some reason, it was bottle service, New York City, Tiger Woods. It was a really interesting article. Inside the sad world of nightclub bottle girls. All right, so let's go into this, because if we're just gonna like go through everyone's jobs and everything, inside the sad world of nightclub bottle girls. A bottle girl is someone who basically will sell VIP shots. But what they find out in this expose is that it's kind of like escorting, because your job's to kind of flirt with them, and unfortunately the stories of people like, it's like, are they letting guys grab their ass and they're getting $1,000 tip? I mean, a 26-year-old bottle service waitress makes between $1,000 and $3,000 a night and says the job means you're half a stripper and half a pimp. If you don't book a client, you're fired. Most places I worked, I had to sign a confidentiality agreement about celebrities. The same waitress says that she doesn't have to sleep with any regulars. She does have to flirt with them, booty dance with them, call them, hang out with them, occasionally procure girls and party favors for them, all while wearing teeny tiny outfits. She calls it a form of social prostitution. These girls get more than a fat paycheck. They get the thrill of rubbing it in their friends' faces, saying they They call their girlfriends back home. Oh my God, I was hanging out with so-and-so. How is he? While most girls in the game want to meet their Tiger Woods, they are most likely to meet a schlubby table host who gets a free bottle in exchange for bringing young girls to a club. Avoid the bottle hosts. Rachel Yucatel, do you remember her? Rachel Yucatel says she earned $250,000 in base salary and a guaranteed $250,000 in tips in her best year. Wow. Yucatel says she would never arrange for sex, but is willing to corral a group of women to bring over to a client's table, both pleasing your customer and driving up the tab. That's called the soft sell. Tasha? I didn't know if you were coming in or not. I just saw Tasha's fingers coming through the window there when I was talking about bottle service girls. Did you hear me talking about that, Tasha? So it's they describe it as half a pimp and half a stripper. And again, in the sex worker world, we don't want to shame a stripper or a pimp is someone who's like profiting off of the sale of other people's bodies. So I think pimps are in general operating on bad faith. Who would have thought week 4 of Bachelor we'd be talking about pimps and hoes? But here we are. So what's interesting, and I'm sorry, I'm going to try to get to these comments. What's interesting here, let me go back to this, is that it appears that Anna was ready to cause, I'll call it irreversible harm. You don't get to put this back in the bag. The bunny's out, Anna. You did this. You did this. No one else. I don't know who slid in your DMs, but I wish there was a law where they could say, all right, if you can't prove that these rumors have been brought into your DMs, then I'm going to sue you for slander. Because we don't know. And it's the same thing that happens on like sloppy news where they go, unnamed sources claim that Trump was peed on. It's like, what are we doing, folks? Where's the integrity? And yes, Anna needs integrity. If you're going to make these accusations, I don't know, guys. I haven't formulated all my opinions. Maria said Brittany was annoyingly aggressive, but yeah, rumors are not justified. Yeah, no, you can be annoyingly aggressive and not be a sex worker. Absolutely. Another podcast said Anna had erased her Instagram today. Did you find it? I did not see that. I haven't been on Anna's Instagram. There's no shame in the industry besides women who are exploited without consent. Of course, absolutely. That's absolutely the best way to put it. And you know what's interesting? I was doing a deep dive on prostitution in the Bible and sex work in the Bible, and it's very interesting because also in the Bible, for all the puritanical people, the Bible talks about voyeurism being bad. And The Bachelor is a show that is predicated on us consuming the voyeurism of others. That's all it is. So while we might be there judging them, this and that, we're no better than anybody else. We're no better than the bottle service girl. So I don't say anything bad about the bottle service girl. If you enjoy that lifestyle, if you enjoy the half pimp, half stripper, although I would say if you are bringing women to a bunch of sleazy dudes or whatever, I think that's on you to make sure that, not that I think anyone cares, but I think, what happens at a nightclub is not necessarily always morally, conscionable. I don't know what to say about it. You know what I mean? Priscilla says, Anna is going to get so dragged, and honestly, not mad about it. Katie was right to say this could ruin Brittany's life. You know what? I mean, you're going to Google Brittany's name. Maybe it won't be on the front page in a couple years, but it's going to exist. And when you sow doubt on someone, say in a couple years, she just wants to run a daycare company. You move to the country, you have a newborn, and you're like, I want to Yelp review Brittany's daycare company. Let's Google Brittany. Just make sure we got all of our ducks in a row. Oh, she was accused of being an escort on a dating reality show. Now, let's bring little Jimmy to the other daycare. Completely reckless, Anna. And beyond reckless, I don't see recovering from it. I don't think she recovers from it, guys. I'll be happy to entertain her reaction, assuming there's an apology coming. Has to be. But really unconscionable. Am I over estimating how bad this is? Looks like Thursday's going to be a 10-hour live stream, guys. 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Get your ducks in a row. I'm going to get out of here in 10 minutes. I'm going to play voicemails, and we got to get going. I still have to record the recap after this. Stick around. We have 226 people. Hit the like button, and I'm going to read for you guys the sub count. We get to 10,000 subs. I'm doing the 10-hour live stream. I have more to say about this. I could talk for 10 hours. 9,711 subs. 365,000 views this month. 2.4 million watch minutes. Thank you guys so much for that. I read it because it's gratitude, and I appreciate you guys. Jess said, I wonder why they aired this part. It's not true, and they can't put it back. And they not only aired it, they promoted it. It's a solid point. You have to be just as mad at Bachelor as you are at Anna. They aired this. This wasn't live TV. They aired this, they edited it, they put it together, they teased it. And the thing that they do, sometimes Bachelor, here's what happens in Bachelor, right? Sometimes they'll air the most unbelievable season yet, and it'll be some video of some guy with a bloody nose in an ambulance, and you think they got in a fist fight, and then come time to watch the show, they really were mud wrestling, or a guy slipped and hit his jaw, whatever, right? No big deal. Accusing someone and promoting that there's going to be somebody on the show that is a sex worker, which would be fine if they were, but is not, opens a can of worms that we can't put back, and I'm sounding redundant at this point. RM Army says, even if the rumor is true, Anna had the right to repeat it. I don't know if you meant to say no right. She had no proof, and that kind of accusation can ruin someone's reputation. Yeah, I think you meant to say she has no right to repeat it. Yeah, how does that make her lot any better on the show? KK said, it's like anytime Matt has a nice connection with a woman that Anna or Victoria, etc. don't like, they dogpile on them because they're jealous. Sarah copied with jealousy better than those two. Shaking my head. Chloe said, well, she could have easily heard of those rumors before. I heard a rumor last month I slept with a guy named Alex. I don't know an Alex and have been in a relationship. LOL. Looks like Chloe slept with Alex. You guys heard that one here, folks. Chloe, what were you thinking? Jamie said, no, it's bad. Lisa said, no, this is terrible. Jess said, no, not overestimating it. I relate it to other less, I've seen so many times in the media where the news that breaks is the news that people remember. And then, ESPN did this. And again, I know I'm comparing this to a story that's not as important, but as a New Englander, Tom Brady was accused of deflating footballs, which you're not allowed to do. They're supposed to be at a certain PSI level. But as it turns out, after he was accused of it, it was a big story. They won by like 40 points. It was the AFC Championship game. He was accused. It was called Deflategate. Tom Brady deflated his footballs. It made his team win. He cheated. Well, there's something called the ideal gas law, right? So as it turns out, they weighed the footballs at halftime during a game that was ice cold in the rain. And when it's wet outside and when it's cold outside, the volume shrinks. So the PSI of the footballs went down a lower level naturally because of the weather. Now, ESPN had already reported Tom Brady cheated. So the whole world reports Tom Brady cheated. No one gets this story the next day. Something like a month later, a $30 million, study to see what happened to Tom Brady's balls. And at 2 a.m., ESPN offers a retraction. Shame on them. That's just an example that I know personally as a sports fan where the initial story has more legs than the truth. The initial story here was that Brittany was accused of being an escort. The truth that we have to accept from Brittany until someone wants to prove it otherwise, and shame on them for wanting to prove it because it's none of their damn business. But the truth we have to accept is that she is not an escort. But what a slippery slope. What a slippery slope. Priscilla said, interestingly enough, that is the reason Tasha's ex was pissed about his relationship being dragged into the show, his business being impacted, people Googling his name. No, and I understand. And look, I defended Tasha's ex to a point because he did not ask for all of that. But at the same time, it was a direct response of him cheating. Brittany did nothing wrong here. At least Tasha's ex cheated. So look, here's where it sucked for Tasha's ex. Imagine cheating on your fiance or wife, your wife, right? Imagine cheating on your wife, and then she goes on The Bachelorette, becomes one of the most popular people on the show ever, and tells her side of the story. That sucks, but it's what happened. And he has to live with that. And that's why he shouldn't have gone on reality. Steven talked about it. He should have kept his mouth shut, taken it on the chin, and moved on. And the show would have moved on a day later, because that's what we do. Just a new cycle. So anyhow, I understand the connection. Absolutely. And look, Oz, right? You said her life is wrecked. Of course, she's going to recover from this, but she's forced to recover from something that shouldn't exist. I'm sure there's a scenario in which Brittany will be, people will come to her aid. People will support her. There's a scenario in which she will be elevated more because of this, but it's not because she asked for it, and that's what's important. She didn't ask for this. Chloe said, luckily my partner knew the rumor was false, the Alex rumor. But imagine if he didn't, or if he was jealous or controlling. I could get hurt, be out of a home. That's why I think you could sue for slander or libel. Yeah, Tasha just walked into the room. I know you're not coming onto the show, Tasha, but we're at 221 viewers. Do you want to share the big news with everybody? There's a lot of people here. You want to pop in and just share the news? You guys want to hear the big news from Tasha? I think they want to hear the big news. Hold on, let me get rid of this call in. Oh, let me get rid of the bullets here. There it is. The floor is yours, Tasha. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from Northern Kentucky, the beautiful fiance of mine, Tasha Marie Courtney, everybody.
Hello. Wow, Bachelor Nation tuning in tonight.
All right, what's the big news?
You want me to tell him? You didn't already tell him?
I didn't. I teased it.
Some people might already know if you've been watching on Instagram, but we're moving. We signed the lease on a new place, and Dave is going to have his own recording studio.
The Bachelor Pad.
And
Tasha's
really
going to be designing the living space with her aesthetic eye from design school, and we're going to have a lot of content to share. So go follow Tasha's Instagram at Tasha Courtney, and stay tuned for the updates, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all happening pretty fast, and we'll see how it comes together. The most important note is that it has a giant patio yard for the dog.
Yeah, the dog's going to have the dog's over here. The dog walked through the tripod and just hit things. I could never see the dog, but I can see what he was hitting as he just walked his way over here. Look, he walked through this whole mess over here. Anyway,
he just wants to be close to you.
Chloe said, "Are we gonna get an empty house tour?"
Oh,
absolutely.
Look, not pregnant.
Oh, people thought I didn't even think of that.
No, just moving to a bigger place. Yeah, 50 more square feet.
Yeah, we're as happy to leave here as we are to have a child. Maybe we'll have a kid at the new place. Who knows? Maybe. I don't think so. Yeah. Anyway, so we've got a few different conversations going on, but a lot of congratulations. Tasha is going to be working on Thursday, but I hope that you'll be around a little. I mean, I'm going to do a 10-hour live stream.
I don't know. Thursday is usually my long day, but I'm really excited for you.
Pretty cool, right? Look at that. 208 viewers.
Amazing.
GJ says Tasha looks stunning.
Oh, thank you.
How do you feel about that? Come here for the compliments, by all means. What else is going on in your hood? We're going to be doing it live. Yeah, so people asked if we're going to do a tour. We're going to do a Bear apartment tour. We're going to do a sort of vlog updates, TikToks, Instagrams. We have a whole blank slate.
Yeah, I think we should just basically put together one or two YouTube videos that show the blank slate that we're working with, the design process. I'll share some inspo photos and mood board, and then we'll order some furniture and make it happen, and hopefully it all comes together. It's interesting because this apartment, we have it so perfectly Tetrised to maximize our storage space, and the new place that we're moving to is not a whole lot bigger. It's just a little more well laid out, and of course it has the huge patio, which is the major selling point. So we are gonna have to figure out how to fit all our crap into this place without making it look cluttered and gross.
So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Oz says nice shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Someone says you look like Michelle Money.
Who's that?
That's the girl from The Bachelor. I think she passed away recently, or her daughter did, or someone did. Yeah, Tasha looks like Michelle Money. Here, I'll pull it up here. Michelle Money. And then also, explain where we're moving to, because someone, well, you don't have to say specifically, but someone asked if we're staying in California.
Yeah, we're moving to Boyle Heights, which is really close to here. It's close to downtown LA, which is where a lot of my work is. But yeah, Boyle Heights, I feel like, is a very up and coming neighborhood.
Hold on, I'm going to show it over here. Picture in picture here. There it is.
Yeah,
Right,
I guess I
this
kind of see it.
Here, hold on, look up. Put your hair. Oh yeah, you got the hair. Yeah. Let's see if we can get another one here. This is well, this is here a couple years later. Oh, that's not a good one. Hold on, folks. How do I make this bigger? I don't know. You got to talk and look at the same time. So yeah, we're not having a kid yet. That's not the story. We're just moving. Was she friends with Claire? Were they friends?
Maybe they were on the same season.
It goes really slow when look how slow the internet goes when I'm Michelle Money proud of Clare Crawley for exiting The Bachelor after reportedly finding love. Well, that didn't age well. Speaking of aging well.
She's nice to support her friend.
Of course, I'm kidding. It just didn't age well. This was like, yeah, go get a girl, and then like a week later. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. So we're basically gonna be moving equidistant on the other side of downtown LA. So we'll be close to everything we need to be close to, but just have some more privacy.
But it's nice and neighborhoody, lots of families, which we really appreciate. Just getting out of the thick of things for a little while.
KT says Tasha's eyes are beautiful. That's what got Dale in trouble. Yeah, your boy knows. You look at some eyebrows, next thing you know, you're buying homes, and I don't know. We're getting there. Tasha also reminds me of Bree from Listen to Your Heart, but Tasha is prettier. Bree from Listen to Your Heart.
Yeah.
Let's see what Bree, Listen to Your Heart. Let's see if we can get this one. Oh, Bree Strauss.
You know.
Bree Strauss.
They won.
Oh, she's the one who won, of course.
She also has big eyebrows.
Here, hold on. We're gonna get you. Gotta do this one. Hold on. Put your hair in this thing.
Wait, like this.
Hold on. You gotta get bigger though. Hold on. Let me get you bigger.
There we go. Okay, Bree. I need some red lipstick.
I gotta get rid of this donation thing.
This isn't really doing it. I need some. Oh, sorry, honey. I need some waves.
I think you got it. I think we're onto something. We can do this for 10 hours. Start the live stream now.
All right.
Claire and Michelle are besties, and we know Clare and Dale weren't getting married when rumors were flying because she was not in La Quinta. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, she would have been in La Quinta. But, I mean, they couldn't have got married 10 days in. That would have been crazy. Dave is sad. Wifey is stealing the show. No, by all means, steal away, please. No anger whatsoever. Yeah, so let me get rid of this. Nonsense over here. So anyway, I got to get out of here, folks. I have to record the recap, and then tomorrow morning, we're going to have a lot of content to talk about because I'm not done with this Anna thing. Do you guys have any advice on what we should how to even break into this? I mean, we basically have a whole story about nothing, but Bachelor was complicit.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating. I mean, they do this every year. They always act like they have a big story, but I don't think that this was an appropriate thing to make a big story. I heard all the things you were saying. I think you hit the nail on the head. It's not right to, spread a rumor that could potentially haunt someone for the rest of their life. And that's why I think these waivers that they sign to go on these shows are crazy. Like, I think they sign away their rights. Like, legally, the show is allowed to slander them. And there's nothing they can do about it as contestants.
I do want to say Michelle's daughter recovered from her accident and didn't pass away. Thank you for letting me know that. I do not want to be contributing to false news. So thank you for that. I'm glad her daughter recovered from that accident. I know someone else had OD'd from The Bachelor, and you get them confused. Someone else had commented that Michelle Money didn't die. She just turned 40. So I understand how you could be confused by that. Yeah, I mean, you don't die when you turn 40. You don't die when you turn 40. But I appreciate that, Sunshine. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the boxing matches are stupid.
Yeah, stupid boxing matches, all that. Carrie said Brittany likely signed away her rights in the fine print. Yeah, that's the problem, is that there's no union protecting you. You have the right to being mischaracterized. But normally, the mischaracterization would be, having a little dramatic moment, not something so endangering to, like, who you are. Your full identity. I mean, she's young. She's 23. This is going to be her top Google thing. And even if the first 100 stories are people shaming the Bachelor for wronging her, it still is a slippery slope. It's like asking a guy if he still beats his wife. Right? That's what they say. It makes you think about a guy beating his wife. It puts guilt in the person's mind. And that's not what you should be doing. It's not what Anna should be doing. It's reckless. It's not what ABC should be doing. But you know what? Chris Harrison, come on. He shows his true colors. Like, we love him, but what a freaking mob boss he is.
They've made a very successful franchise off of exploiting people. Right? I mean, that's really it. They every season they turn someone into a villain who is probably not a villain in real life. They just are taking snippets of them, things that they say, and they spin them into a villain, and they create drama, and they make girls fight each other, and they keep on toxic people like Luke, right? Like it's just.
Well, here we go. Someone said, how many people should get fired for starting a false rumor and promoting it? I don't know what side of the story you're asking, but it's reckless when it's done in a way that's like I said, in bad faith. Anna could have started this rumor, and Bachelor could have edited around it, or they could have just aired the conversation where Anna says, "Hey, I heard some weird rumors about you. Is this true?" And she goes, "No, it's not," and they moved on. But even afterwards, Anna still said, "Wow, she could be an escort."
And The Bachelor literally promoted it like it was their main teaser the past 2 weeks. Coming up next week on The Bachelor. And this was their main teaser.
Chloe had a great point. She said, hopefully Brittany makes a lot of money as an influencer because this ruins her possibilities. And this is why I made that video about Nick Viall and explaining how we're in late stage capitalism and we shouldn't shame people for becoming influencers because they get their name dragged through their mud. You can't even be a flight attendant. How do you think you're going to have you can't be a flight attendant, you can't be any job, you can't be a barista, you're just a liability.
I guess you could open your own bakery and then maybe there would be lines around the door for people who wanted to come take a selfie.
Man. Banana chocolate chip muffins.
A selfie and a donut.
That's like a Lifetime movie. You get a selfie and a donut.
Retired reality TV star.
Yeah, it's called Over the Hill. Once you turn 40, you get to work at the bakery and sell some muffins with Michelle money. But they're going to call her Michelle Muffins. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm all done. I'm sweating.
I can feel it. I'm going to read some voicemails and get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Tasha Courtney, at Tasha Courtney. If you liked her beautiful eyebrows, you know where to find them, at Tasha Courtney. We're moving, folks. No kids yet, but we're going to, I tell you what, though, the quicker we get what we're trying to do going, the quicker we can get Tasha away from her job and maybe we'll have a kid. I mean, that's honestly how it works. That's just the scenario we're in. All right, I want to play some voicemails for you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around. Let me just double check that we got the audio hooked up here. I know I say that every week and I should have this prepared, but the truth is that every week I'm going straight from watching the show to recording this. So let me disconnect that. Let me get this ready for you guys and play a couple voicemails. And of course, don't forget Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time till 7 p.m. I'm going to be doing a 10-hour live stream. So please stick around for that. All right, here we go. Let's do this. I think this is my first one. First voicemail of the day.
Hi, Bachelor Nation. I just wanted to say that this episode was really horrible. I think out of 10, it gets a minus 0. So just the Mean Girl stuff is just kind of ridiculous. I think we're here to see connections like Matt and Michelle, and I think she could win. She's great, and I think her rise to the top has really been great, and maybe we should wrap it up and give her the wedding cake already. And congratulations, Dave, for blowing up on YouTube. I need to bring a fire hose to your house. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the 10-hour live stream on Thursday. So let's keep it going, Bachelor Nation. Even though it's hard to watch, but I think it's way more drama than Peter's season for sure. So thanks everyone, and I look forward to the chat. Okay, bye.
The sheriff, everybody. That was the sheriff, Oz. Thanks for the call, Oz, as always. Thank you for the congratulations. Bring that hose. Get along hose. Bring it down from Vancouver. Absolutely. So many great comments are happening now with regards to what was going on. Priscilla said, lest we forget, they put on a full racist on Rachel's season who was provoking a black man in the house. It was egregiously awful. And people are wondering, are Chris Harrison and Lauren Zima complicit? Well, it makes you wonder. I mean, honestly, something has to happen because it's a lot of reckless things are going on here. And we can't just hold it back, hold it behind the whole like, oh, we're here for love. Let's see how this all plays out. Love has nothing to do with what's happening right now. The show doesn't need it. The show's doing fine without it. It's very much Hunger Games style. Very much Hunger Games. Next voicemail.
Hey, Dave, what's up? This is Huey. We're calling from Alaska. Me and my wife, Gemma, have been watching the live. We're really glad you're doing it. It's super fun to interact after the show. I don't know, dude. This is the type of episode that makes me like The Bachelorette more. To tell you the truth. 'Cause I don't know. I like the show. I'm not saying I don't like the show, but it's like this overproduced. I feel like I could really tell that the producers are all up in this. I don't know. Anyways, what do you here? I want to know what you think about that girl Brittany coming up and kissing him first thing, because I thought that was messed up. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right. See ya.
Thank you so much, Huey from Alaska. Look, you got a point. It's super overproduced. Now, what Anna did with Brittany, wrong. Obviously, we've talked about it, wrong. Brittany coming out of the gates hot and immediately making out. Yeah, I mean, she probably got some sort of halftime speech pep talk from Chris Harrison, like he was Al Pacino in, Any Given Sunday. You got to go in there and you got to fight for every inch. You got to claw with your fingernails for an inch. And she went down there and just threw tongue. Now, I mean, was it disrespectful? Whatever. I mean, she's a caged animal. It's a pandemic. She's been stuck in her, quarantine for a week. They let her out. Whatever. Fair game. All's fair in love and war. Is that the saying? Thank you so much, Huey, from calling in from Alaska. Please call in again. It's good to hear some. Hey, Tasha, you hear that? We have Alaska calling in. Yeah, pretty nice. We appreciate that. Hey, let me know how Alaska is. We've been watching The Last Alaskans, and we might be making a trip up there. We love Last Alaskans. We're going up to the northeast corridor of Alaska, which apparently is the size of North Carolina, and we're not stopping until we can trap some fur. All right? Thank you so much, Huey. I know you called in 75 minutes ago, but if you're still around, I appreciate you. Let's get through this, a couple more, and we'll get out of here.
Hi, Dave. This is Michelle. I'm calling from Minnesota, and I just wanted to see what your thoughts are on Victoria going on GMA tomorrow. Is it going to be like her typical, what she's been, kind of like, hi, queen, I rule the world? Or is it going to be, is she going to come out and be like, ha, I told you all I was acting, like the old Dave Lovett, acting. I'm kind of hoping she's been acting the whole time, because otherwise I'm going to have to go back to not liking her. So what do you guys think? Just thought I would check in.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. Michelle, everybody. Michelle from Minnesota. It's always better when it's alliterative. Michelle from Minnesota. Like it wouldn't have been good if it was Michelle from Arkansas. But no, it's Michelle from Minnesota. Look, Victoria's not acting. She's got issues. Her brain's fried from Adderall addiction. Her words, not mine. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe she's playing up to it a little bit. I think she's gonna go on GMA and play the victim. I think she's going to talk about how tough it's been to deal with all the hate and try to get some remorse. Could she double down on who she is? Sure. But I think they're going to ask her some heartfelt questions and she's going to play the victim and people are going to feel bad for her. But this is the bed that she made. And I don't know what else there is to say about it, really. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt where I will listen to her interview. Maybe I'll stream it live or I'll make a video right after and we'll talk about it and we'll see how it goes. But I don't expect much. The more you look into Victoria, the more trouble you find. She says she went to the Integrative Institute of Nutrition at NYU. I Google it. It doesn't exist at NYU. The Integrative Institute of Nutrition, it's like a course you can take. Anyone can take. You don't have any, it's like a web course you can take. And it's what a lot of like influencers take when they want to become like nutritionists. People have commented on my videos that are like nurses and people that have got actual degrees in nutrition. And they go, look, that's garbage. That's just, it's whack. There's nothing to it. You're basically getting certified so you can like, then do more influencer marketing or whatever it is. I don't, she's stealing from the grocery store in Tallahassee next to Florida State University. I mean, a real wreck of a person. I don't know what else to say about it, guys. I'm gonna hear her out, and I'll be willing to change my mind if more facts come along. Just Madison says Victoria is annoying, but she's fine. I don't know. Is she fine? How attractively or fine? Like she's fine. She's okay. I'm not sure. I think this is our last voicemail, so let's play it. Here we go.
Hey Dave, this is Nomad Chica, aka Consuela from Portland, Oregon. I mostly just want to say congratulations, 10,000 subscribers. Woohoo! You did it. This has been amazing. You totally deserve it.
Almost.
Very excited for you. Also excited for the 10-hour live stream. This episode was another dumpster fire as far as I'm concerned, but I'm really just here for the live stream. I think I'm going to actually stop watching The Bachelor, but I'll still be here. Thanks for doing it. Always love your commentary and comments.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Don't congratulate me yet. We're not there yet. We're getting there. I'm looking for one last tab I wanted to share, but I can't seem to find it. Give me 1 second here, folks. We're going to work our way out of here. I really appreciate y'all sticking around for this late live stream that we're doing here. We're finally starting to get some numbers. I really appreciate you. Just looking for one video over here, but I just don't see it. We'll have to get to it later. I wanted to give a shout out. Is this it? Oh, here it is. All right, let me go to this. Guys, this is, I don't have the link for this pulled up, so I'm going to put this, I'll try to share this. I'm trying to think of a good place to share this. I'll try to share this in the description, but Consuelo, who just called in, has a GoFundMe that I wanted to support, and if anyone has any, oh, sorry, let me move my my face here. I don't mean to embarrass you over here. Oh, hold on, I'm having some graphics issue. Move my webcam. There, I'm out of the way. So she's got some health issues going on. So we just wanted to give her some shout out and support. If you can support the GoFundMe, by all means, that would be amazing. And if you don't have the funds, send her a good prayer or well wish. Trying to get to this. There we go. So here it is. And hopefully it looks like she's pretty close to her goal. So hopefully some of you guys might be able to help push her over this goal. It's GoFundMe. And I tell you what, I'll tweet the link, and I'll put it in the description. I don't know if I can send, let me see if I can put this in a YouTube. I don't know if I can link this on YouTube. We'll figure it all out. But I wanted to give, look, she's close to the $5,000 goal. This is the problem with the US is that we have, GoFundMe, like we have to crowdsource each other's health. It really stinks, but that's just the world that we're in right now. So if we can go support a fellow, very nice, good-hearted subscriber of the channel, that would be really solid. If there's any charitable people out there, I'm looking. Sorry guys, I'm doing two things at once. I'm looking to get the link to this live stream, and let's see if I can put the GoFundMe link in there. Hang tight, folks. My internet works extra slow when I'm live streaming. Hopefully this new apartment we get can have a little bit of a faster internet. We'll try. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up. I don't think I've got any more voicemails, so that's it. So the next live stream is going to be Thursday. Normally the live stream's at 4 p.m. Now, if I'm close to 10,000 or if I've hit 10,000, that live stream's going to start at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's going to run until at least 7 p.m. of that same day. I am going to leave this link as a pinned comment in the chat of this live stream as soon as it is over. Let's see if sometimes they'll let me, since I'm the host of the live stream, post a link. Let's see. Oh no, it's too long. I can't post a link. It's too long. It won't fit in the chat. Oh, here it is. I'm putting it in the comment section right now. So there it is. I will put more context to it. But if there's any generous people out there, you can hit that link and go support our friend over there as she's on the right track. And we wish you health and all that jazz. There's a couple more comments over here, but I tell you what, I'm going to sign off. I'll read some more comments after I get rid of the video, and we'll go from there. Thank you, guys. This has been the most successful live stream I've ever done. The live streams are interesting. They don't generate the type of money that the other videos do because they don't run as many ads, and it's just a way to really connect with people that are supporting you. And I tell you, I'm telling you this because it is such a pleasure to be able to connect with you guys in this sort of format during a pandemic where I have been stripped of my normal sort of circle of life, my normal comedy routine, my normal, reaching out to people and connecting and laughing and all that. So to have formed this has been a real canary in a coal mine. Is that the right saying? So it has been something that I say with great gratitude that I appreciate all of you guys for sticking around. I know who has stuck around from the very beginning. I know who is new, and I value all of you for finding me and for YouTube for putting us in touch. So I got some more content coming out. As soon as I get done with here, I'm going to make my recap. That'll be released first thing in the morning. Leave a comment, hit the like button on that. And I have some other videos coming out tomorrow. There might be a couple. There's just a lot of things I want to get through. We got a lot to talk about. We got to ride this wave, and we're almost at 10,000. So thank you guys so much. And thank you in advance if you can support Consuela. Appreciate y'all so much. See you later. Hey, Susan, I just saw your comment about anything you can do for Thursday. Leave a call in, leave a voicemail, or you have my number. Text me if you want to call in and we can chat. Yeah, call in and we'll chat a little bit. If you have any topics you want me to cover, let me know. Tasha thinks I'm going to have a hard time, but to be honest, I think I'm going to have a blast. I think we can do 10 hours. I'm going to line up some energy drinks. Sunshine, yeah, that is a long live stream. Oh. My Siri just went off. Well, just me, Madison said, I'm not saying Victoria doesn't have issues. I just don't think she's a horrible person. Well, horrible person, could mean a lot of things. I think she's very dismissive of others and doesn't value and respect them. If that's horrible, then I think she's horrible. If that's not horrible, I don't think Victoria would physically harm somebody. I think it's just a lot of hate she has from the inside. Thank you so much to everyone on the East Coast that checked in. From Alaska to Canada to Michelle in Minnesota. I appreciate you all so much. Maria Hadley Cole, thank you for the nice comment. Thank you so much. Yeah, Priscilla, she's not evil. We're all trying the best with the info we have. The question, it makes you wonder, what kind of bad info does Victoria have that she thinks this is a proper way to live? Brittany at Lundrigan, good night. It is 4 a.m. here in Newfoundland, Canada. Good night, Brittany. Thank you for sticking around, Brittany. Julie, right back at you. Big red heart to you. Thanks, Ozin. Thank you for the phone call. Really appreciate it. This whole 10,000 subscribers is not that big of a deal. But what is really heartwarming is how happy you guys are for me. That means the world. Yeah, no worries if you can't stay on for the full 10 hours. I do not expect anyone to do that. I mean, if someone does stay on for 10 hours, I should get some prizes. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you too. Yeah, 10's going to fly for me, especially once I get the Hot Pockets cooking. I guess when I hit 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to have to do a 20-hour live stream. Be careful what I wish for. All right, time for me to get going. get that recap out there. So thank you guys so much. Hit the like button on the way out. I left a comment for Consuela's GoFundMe. Give you guys a shout out if you leave a donation in there. Yeah, if you leave a donation, let me know and I'll shout you guys out on the next episode. But I appreciate everyone's generosity. And we'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Yeah, Sunshine, I'd say it's about 90% that it will be on Thursday. But I will let you know by Wednesday. I'll make a post about it across the social medias. And we'll have a party. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a 5-minute break. It's going to look like this. I'm going to do this 5-minute break every hour, but I think I'm going to start 3 hours in. Or maybe 2, maybe I'll open with 2 hours, then I'll take my first break. You know how it is, though. Once you have to pee, you break the seal. Especially if I'm drinking a bunch of coffee. All right, guys, that's it for me. Good night, everybody.